Welcome back. Crime in New Orleans has skyrocketed in recent months, especially among teens. For many in the Crescent City, the big question is, what is the issue and what can be done to decrease the amount of violence associated with young people?
WDSU's Daryl Forges, he sat down with community activists in a local barbershop to dig deep into the issue and to find out what can be done.
The barbershop is a place of therapy for some, especially in the Black community. It's where people talk about sports, politics, and all the hot gossip in the city. One big issue we continue to hear about, teen violence in the city. I went to Park Place Barbershop and spoke with community activists like DJ Jubilee, Justin Brown, a criminal justice consultant, Reggie Ford, a local artist, and Bruce Alexis, a motivational speaker who was once incarcerated but is now using his experience to change teens' lives. Here's part of our conversation. You talked about something, I believe, a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, where you just said, quite frankly, I'm done mentoring. I'm done. I'm over it. Why is that? And is it mainly because of what you're seeing on the streets with teens right now?
Yes, it's mainly because, man, we're getting more and more and more of the same issues that getting bigger. You know, back then you might have one or two, three. We can talk to two, might miss one. Right now, man, it's 10 times bigger than that now, man.
I mean, for you to say that, I mean, you are entrenched in this community. Everybody know who you are.
Yes.
And for you to say, I'm done, that speaks volumes to what we're really dealing with here, right?
Yes, I had to do that, man, because either a couple of things. Either I'm gonna have super high blood pressure, and I'm not gonna let that get to me, okay? Or I'm gonna teach them a lesson. Hey, man, you done ran all over me. You done did what you done to me. So it's time for me to step back.
You said these teens today, they're ready to die.
Yeah, yeah.
They are ready to die.
And that's not something I made up. This is something I see them saying, right? On social media, you can see, you know, if you just follow the pages and follow the trends of the people that's, you know, that's committing these acts, they're posting it. A lot of stuff that I get online is from them posting. A lot of stuff I can't post because, like, a kid saying I'm ready to die, that's not nothing to post, but I can tell you about it, right? So these kids really saying that they're demons. They're saying, you know, they're dead friends. They're saying, I'm coming to you soon.
They moving like zombies out here. Some of them may be on prescription medication that their parents giving to them. So if they should start looking into rehabilitating these kids. A juvenile rehabilitation center at some point need to be built.
Bruce, man, you got a story, man.
Yeah.
You got a story. You get DMs from teens.
Most every day.
Constantly. That are telling you, hey, this is what I'm going through. I'm on the verge of going to jail. Or I just got back from prison. Like, what are you seeing and what are you hearing from these teens and their mentality?
It all comes down to purpose and desire. If you don't have a purpose in life, and like I tell each young man I talk to, and it always transforms the mind, I ask them, what's your purpose in life? Don't tell me, oh, get money. Anybody could get money. What's your purpose? What did God put you on this earth to do? Every man, some men die not fulfilling their purpose in life. They think because they got $1 billion, that's my purpose. All I'm doing is giving them that same blueprint and saving as many souls as I could before I die, and it's very effective.
Empower You Know started from when I was incarcerated myself. So, like, being at the worst part of our lives, we still trying to figure out a way to help the city. We still trying to figure out a way to help these youth. You know, trust me, we got our highs, we got some success stories, and we got some failures. But we still fighting every day, just like y'all.
Don't you know kids right now don't know their social security number, man? Kids cannot write it cursive. Teenagers right now don't know how to write it cursive. I'm like, no, you can't sign your name. I said, man, what's your social security number? I didn't think we got to know that. That's how bad it is. Education changed, everything changed. Everything is about money now, so you got to be careful.
A parent spoke to you and said, I am so at peace that my son is safe because he's locked up. Absolutely. So there are parents out there that are trying.
Yeah.
I know it's the parents, it's the neighborhood, it's the friends, it's the community, it's everything. But as long as you keep telling them that, he doing this here. Okay, who am I gonna put this on next? Who am I gonna put this on next? Who got my back? That's what they're doing now.
And that was part 1 of our series. In part 2, we talk about potential solutions and what teens need to do within themselves to make an impact. Daryl Forges, WDSU News.
All right, candid conversation. Daryl, thank you.